In the year 944 BC, during the reign of King Kang of the Western Zhou Dynasty, nobleman Yu was appointed and honored by the king. Yu gathered talented craftsmen to construct a ding, which served as a symbol of respect for the virtues of King Wen and King Wu, a tribute to his ancestors and a compliment to King Kang's reign.
很好。嗯，好，好。哈哈哈哈哈哈哈哈哈！母如何？
母已成。
饭如何？
饭已成。
桶水如何？
桶水已成。
铸鼎。
铸鼎。
等一等，等一等，大人有何吩咐？
我奉主人之命，前来查验宝鼎。
宝鼎有神，火中有灵，这炉火烧得正旺，熄灭炉火，恐对先祖不敬。浇筑刻不容缓，你们继续。
哎，且慢！ 我家主人得知今日要浇筑，特命我前来查验。鼎若有误，愧对天子，愧对先祖啊！
大人，饭已埋入土中，只要从鼎足处注入桶水，待冷却后，大鼎即成。连日来，我等取黄土、雕泥样。 烘焙陶模、翻陶范、修纹饰，历经了数十道的工序，上百人忙碌至今，即将大功告成。
大人可是担心铜鼎器形纹样有误，不妨去后院查验陶模即可。所谓一模一样，定能让大人满意。
是啊，大人，铜鼎的模样按照要求，立耳、折沿。 饕餮纹一样不少，三足粗壮，微微垂腹，很是稳固啊。
我是来查验那291个字的铭文，那里不敢有一字一句、一笔一画的错处。
原来大人是要查验铭文，好，拿铭文范来。
铭文范。 不是应该埋在土中才对吗？
文字是此鼎的重中之重。我雕刻了2块铭文范，这2块铭文范堪称是完美之作。上品已经跟鼎范嵌套在一起，埋入土中。这块儿次之。
排列整齐，大小均匀。这饭哪里次了？鼎里的那块，比这块还好。
那一块 是优中选优之精品。铜水灌注后，文字就会出现在大鼎的内壁，天衣无缝。
这文字记载了天子对我家主人的册命和训告，尔等也要谨记心头啊！这必将是完美无缺的宝鼎，是我们对祖先最大的敬重。
谢谢大人夸奖，可交祝福。
铸鼎。
铸鼎，
铸鼎。
鼎成，
鼎成。
The 大禹鼎 is a significant bronze vessel from the Western Zhou period. What is recorded in this message?
我们请教叶老师。
这是西周康王时期的一件重要的。
This is an important artifact from the period of King Khan of the Western Zhou Dynasty, who was the third king after its founding. This ding was made after he appointed an important minister whose name was Yu. The inscription can be roughly divided into 3 parts. The first part runs until the second character of the 7th line. In this part, it says September, the king is in Zhongzhou, explaining the time and location. Then it describes King Khan's ideals for governing the country, saying King Wen received a mandate of heaven, and King Wu succeeded King Wen and established a state.
那么接下来一段呢，就是康王。
The next part involves King Khan telling you that you have inherited your ancestors' position since childhood and entered the king's school. I appointed you to an important position and hope that you will assist me.
做一些事情，最后这一段就是任命完了。
The final part shows how, after his appointment, you made this ritual vessel to worship his own ancestor known as Nangong. King Khan hoped that you could inherit the legacy of his ancestors and make great contributions to the era. This reflects some important ideals of the governance of King Khan.
康王时期的比较重要的一些治国理想吧。
那么回到这个书法上，
So speaking of calligraphy, are all the characters engraved on metal known as bronze script?
Compared to small seal script, bronze script is known as large seal script, which generally refers to the characters on bronze artifacts. The Western Zhou period was the peak period for bronze script. The Da Yu Ding is a representative example of early bronze script. The inscriptions on early bronze artifacts are majestic and grand, with a sense of solemnity, while being simple and plain in style.
What historical information can we find on the 大禹鼎?
The 大禹鼎 provides us with a wealth of information. Just look at the ding itself. How was this bronze artifact made? What are its patterns? We know that during the Western Zhou Dynasty, a sub-infeudation system was implemented. But how exactly were these feudal states bestowed? The 大禹鼎 provides clear explanation of this, and which individuals were granted titles. It's all very interesting.
那接下来就
It's time for the calligraphy enthusiasts to write the inscription of the 大禹鼎.
那在大家临写的过程当中，
If we want to learn to write the inscription of the 大禹鼎 at home, what should we pay attention to?
家里想学者来临写大禹鼎的铭文，我们要注意什么呢？
Although calligraphers focus on the form of the characters, we still need to understand their meaning so as to avoid making any mistakes. Some of the characters on bronzeware are covered with rust, making it difficult to be displayed on the rubbing. Some bronzeware has damaged areas, and a dot may appear on the rubbing, which in fact does not exist on the bronze. It is wrong to simply copy the damaged part with more strokes. So understanding the meaning of the characters makes it easier to spot these errors.
其实读懂文字，那么我们还要去理解。
In fact, in order to understand the characters, we also need to understand some of the unique connotations associated with them. For example, in the two lines we're currently copying, there are two special characters, Wen and Hu. These are unique to King Wen and King Hu of the Zhou Dynasty and cannot be used arbitrarily for other purposes.
随便拿来做别的用。 还有文字之间各个部分。
There are also connections between the characters and their components in terms of their meaning and interpretation. Take the character shou, for example. The upper and lower parts on one hand on top and another hand below, with the two hands exchanging something. Therefore, it represents a meaning of to receive or to bestow. If you were to change the positions of the two hands, the character may lose its intended meaning. Another aspect to consider is the damaged parts. Some strokes are not completely broken, but the two sides become uneven. If the unevenness is handled well, it can recreate on paper the sense of atmosphere that we feel when looking at the rubbing. This atmosphere has a special term in calligraphy called the aura of metal and stone.
称呼叫金石器。
Let's take a look at the writing works of the calligraphy enthusiasts.